The court will point out if you were charged with speeding, you made very good arguments that I would probably not find you guilty of speeding. But the issue here is whether the officer had a reasonable, articulable suspicion to stop. She believed you were speeding. She hasn't proved necessarily that you were, but the threshold is she stopped you because she thought you were speeding.
Okay, and before we proceed any further, because of my driver's suspension thing that we got going on, I can easily have someone fax over something to prove that it was a clerical error on the part of the motor vehicle department in Colorado, which I explained to the officers, and that should have been dropped too.
Okay. Do you have any kind of proof then that you can provide?
I could call them.
Just wait. That says your license was not suspended in Colorado on the date of this stop, which would have been February 29, 2020.
But okay, so
just wait, let me explain, because that's the key, and it comes up maybe more in the form of a no insurance charge, because people, when they get to court, can often say, see, I have insurance, but we have to look at the relevant date was the date of the stop.
yes, sir. I totally understand that, and what I explained to the officers out there on the road was it was not my fault. I bought a new vehicle. They switched over the SR22, and because the Colorado State Department didn't get the switch over on the SR22, all they received was the cancellation from my broad form insurance to a full coverage policy, which the general doesn't handle, so I had to go to Kemper. Kemper didn't file the SR22, or they did and they didn't get it, or whatever that is. So I explained to the officers and showed them all of my insurance papers and payments, and I made rectification with them as soon as I got back. And that, I mean, so what you're talking about is, did I have a suspended license at the time? Well, technically yes, but they backdated it, so technically no.
I think I understand what you're telling me because of the insurance issues with this particular vehicle. Now, what you're telling me is the suspension was cleared or removed by the state of Colorado.
Yes, sir. Indeed it was.
Okay.
I can easily call them and prove it.
Okay, I'm just trying to figure out the way to get the best form of evidence here, because telephone call doesn't really work with somebody who's in a different state and not sworn in and present to testify.
Okay. You can have it faxed. I'm sure you have a fax machine.
We do here at the courthouse, either in the clerk's office or the sheriff's office, so we can try to get that. But what I'm saying is, are they going to be able to provide you information that says on February 29th, your license was not suspended?
That's where it turns into a technicality, because yes, technically it was because of their clerical mistake, but if they clear it, doesn't it go back to the original date that they set the suspension?
I understand your argument. At this point, you're making an argument as counsel for yourself.
Yes, sir.
Okay, you have not been sworn in, so it's officially not evidence. I understand your position. And I've often seen this type of thing with new vehicles being purchased and insurance going into effect, and sometimes it's problematic.
I can still show that I have current insurance to this day.
But that's not the issue.
Okay. Yeah, no, I understand.
And
It's not. It wasn't even an insurance ticket, so that's definitely not the issue.
Right. And you're indicating to me that the suspension has been cleared up in Colorado and you're no longer suspended.
Yes, sir. And it should read like it was never there. That's what my guess is.
Well, and that's the problem. You're guessing, and I don't know that answer.
I mean,
and I don't know if what you're trying to get from Colorado.
But you would know better because you know the policies and procedures here in South Dakota. Do you keep a record that it was suspended but then reversed, or do you knock it completely off like it never happened?
If we ran your driver's license number now to get information, I'm not 100% sure how it would read. It may show it was suspended. It may show it was reinstated. You've given me your explanation. Okay.
And that's all I can do.
But at the same point in time, it's not under oath. Now, you can remain there, I'll give you an oath, and you can confirm everything you just told me on the record if you would like to, because then it's officially evidence I can consider.
I mean, if you'd like me, if you give me a 10-minute recess, I can get it faxed here.
Well, and I may consider doing that.
Okay.
But let's do this.
Okay.
Would you please raise your right hand?
I actually don't want to be sworn in because I don't want to be subject to cross-examination from him to get tripped up so you guys can get me. I'm not doing that.
All right, I respect.
Pleading the fifth.
Let's do this. Can you work with my sheriff to try to get a new teletype printout of what your license status shows?
Yes, sir.
So you talk to him, you run the license, you can go down to the sheriff's office around the corner.
Yeah, could they? That'd be even better.
Try to make contact and get this information.
Yeah. Okay. Sure. Yeah.
We'll take a short recess from your case. I'll take care of the next case I had, and then we'll come back in a little bit.
Thank you.
You have your driver's license with you, sir?
Excuse me. I'm sorry, sir.
All right, next matter will be did receive that.
Oh, we're going through the gate?
Yeah, my office is off this way. So we'll take a left, go this way. Secretary might be out to lunch.
Aren't they all?
Oh, I take that back. It should be in here.
Hey, this one?
Nope,
No?
nope, right up here. Sorry. Right here. And I'll just have you wait right here.
Okay.
I'll get onto her computer and we'll check that. You signed in on things.
Yep.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
No.
Yeah.
You're doing that for me now. Sometimes it won't come back otherwise.
So it's just processing right now, John.
Cool. You got that bilateral strabismus too, huh?
I'm sorry, what?
You got that bilateral strabismus too, huh?
Oh, it happens.
No. I mean, I had the surgery too.
Oh, no, I'm blind in that eye.
Yeah, I know. My brother has that same shit that it's his blind in one eye.
So how did he get it fixed then? Or did he?
He didn't get it fixed. He went blind in one eye.
I
I had the surgery.
So what
It
is
doesn't
it?
do shit.
It doesn't do anything?
No, don't even fucking waste your time.
It looks like your eyes track better, though.
They kind of, I mean, you didn't see them before.
No,
So
I
point of
didn't.
reference, but
Yeah.
like, when I get real tired, they get real bad. It's like. Did you guys get to make it over to Trump's rally?
No, I was at home.
Hey, can you believe that law?
Which one's that?
That if more than 3 Native American people are walking down the street together in South Dakota, I can declare it a war party and shoot at them.
Yeah, there's a lot of laws they need to clean up.
There's another really weird one where it's like all hotel rooms have to have 2 twin beds, and you can't make love in between the section in between the beds. Where do they come up with that stuff, man? Yeah, I heard y'all was getting rid of one of your stupid laws. I heard you guys are going to medical, huh?
It is up for discussion. I mean, it's up for vote right now.
I've heard there's a lot of push to get it passed here.
This is, I think, the 3rd go around that I know of.
Right? That tells you something, man. The people want it changed. And there's 31 states that want it changed too.
Did Jim not have the one I gave him yesterday? Yeah.
Would it be easier for you to get them fax it over?
If you want to call them and see if they'll do that.
Okay.
My fax number's on all those cards there.
Yeah.
Should be 45.